Hey guys, welcome back to Cozy Woman Podcast. My name is Shan, Mommy Rocky, Mama of the Girls. What's up? Happy Monday morning. For a lot of us, it's not happy because it's back to work, okay? If your kids are like my kids, they don't go back to school till the 5th. Good for them. But we are here up on a Monday morning, and I have you guys with myth number 10. Parenting myth number 10. Stay-at-home parents are happier. This is a lie. This is not true, okay? We are not okay, y'all. This winter week was a godsend, a mental break for me. Logging in, not an issue, okay, because I didn't have to. Friday I had off, and it's really throwing me off here on this Monday, but it has been a real mental break for me as far as the girls not having to do school. No more online tests, no more wondering if they turned in homework. The irritation for me is not being able to walk around my house in no clothes, because I have a whole classroom and a teacher looking in my house, all right? That is usually the for me when it comes to being a stay-at-home parent, working from home, and also having a virtual kid on the laptop working from home. Happy New Year, y'all. I'm gonna have a 5-year-old this year. And I'm going to have a 9-year-old this year. Okay, so I'm mentally trying to prepare for what that's going to bring on. I would love to buy my first house this year. We'll see how that goes, okay? Stay-at-home parents are not okay. We are struggling, and we just want to make sure our kids aren't exposed to COVID, okay? As you can see, this Omicron, quote-unquote, variant is a bit stronger and catchier than the regular COVID-19, but at the same time is not as, it doesn't seem like it's as like, oh my God, you got COVID, you know? I have experienced my throat burning like needles is in it, but nobody in the house had my symptoms. So I'm thinking it was just a regular flu. I went through headaches. I went through having a fever for a little bit. I went through being very exhausted this past week. But as you can see, I sound a bit better. I feel better. I did not lose my taste. I wanted to get a COVID test, but everybody and everywhere on my side of town was completely out of the COVID test. So I was like, I'm gonna just take care of myself and hope for the best. A lot of people that I know who have taken multiple shots, sometimes 3 shots, even the booster, have COVID right now and are at home, and they sound horrible, okay? They're going through worse symptoms than I have, okay? So there's that. But we're not here to talk about COVID. We're here to talk about the stay-at-home parents and why it's not that we're happier. We're just...
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
we feel more in control of what happens to our kids, being that they're virtual and they're at home with us while we're working. But not at all are we like overjoyed about the fact that they're at home with us all the time. Let me tell you why. So, what is it like working from home with your kids while they do virtual school? Okay, so I have a second grader, and then I have a preschooler who's not in preschool because she's nasty and trifling, and she will get sick every day of the week if she went. But she knows a lot for her age, and I teach her from home. I feel like I teach her more so than her dad teaches her, because in her dad's house it's like free reign, whatever she wants to do. Over here it's like, okay, now we're going to do this, you're going to get off your iPad, you're going to do this. But for the most part, when you have an older sibling that knows more and can teach, your second child learns a bit quicker, so it's cool. But what is happening in the home when you work from home and you have a child that's doing virtual school? The most annoying thing about it is trying to keep up with your child's assignments when they have like 10 million breaks during their school day. Like between 7:45 a.m. and 2 o'clock, they have at least 10 breaks. And I'm just like, girl, I only have 3 breaks. 2 is a 15 and 1 is a lunch. What is going on with your class? Okay. And they switch different Zooms to go in different classes, and they have different logins for different stuff. And there's actually no like written out tangible book work. It's all on the computer. Whereas I'm just like, okay, what do you have for homework? Oh, we don't have any homework, or she didn't post it yet. What do you mean she didn't post it yet? Well, I'm going to give you some homework until she posts it. Like, y'all have too much free time for me. So keeping up with the assignments is annoying. Cooking for kids because you're accessible to them. So they want cook breakfast. They want cook lunch. They want more snacks than are available. They're eating around the clock. So you're going to the grocery store more. That's annoying. It's just like you're doing double work. The teachers barely give them homework. Okay, barely give them homework. So I have tons of workbooks at the house that Anya can use. These kids are always talking to me. Stop talking to me. Why are you talking to me? Like, there's a time frame from the moment I get up or she sees my body moving. She keeps talking to me. She wakes me up by talking to me. Don't talk to me. Give me 5 to 10 minutes of getting my body acclimated to logging in for work, and then you could talk to me, and only talk to me if it's very important. If it's not really important, please don't. They turn into your coworker is what happens when you work from home with your kids. I am the only parent in my house, so I am it for everything, and it gets really annoying. For me personally, on my side, it's hard to focus on work when kids are constantly talking and the iPads are on. You be wanting quiet and you can't get it. You be wanting to be comfortable with no clothes on, and you can't do that because you got to monitor where the computer is. Now I switched around the living room, so her desk is now in front of a wall, and that wall is facing the outside front window. So now I'm just like, okay, I can walk this way and I can not have clothes on, and I don't have to worry about what her teacher sees because I'm not going to walk that way. So we'll see how it goes on Wednesday. Listening to a classroom full of kids, I don't know how those teachers do it. Her teacher is doing virtual, they call it Zoomies, and she's doing in class. So she's in class on the laptop also to teach those virtual students, which is like, girl, do they pay you enough? Because I couldn't do it. How do you do that? Okay. But her teacher is really cool. Again, I use Duo to communicate with her teacher, and if Duo's not working, her teacher will text me. So that's cool. Babysitting while you work is basically what it is, especially if you have a child that's under 5 years old. Okay. House needs while working from home. I mean, it can be a good and bad thing depending on what it is. Like if it's like mopping the floor and you're not on the phone for work, maybe it can work. If it's like doing laundry, I love doing laundry, but it's cheaper electrical wise to do your laundry and dry at night because it's cheaper. But if you're going to do it during the day, you can do it during the day. I have a open floor plan of my house, so where my work desk is, it's not in the room. What's in the room is my podcast stuff, so I have that in the room. That's why it's super quiet. Plus, the youngest child is not in here, but yet you hear Anya knocking. What? What? Yes, but put it in a regular plate.
Hi.
Get. She's warming up waffles. But anyway, like that's what's going on in my house. You know, you get used to being needed by your kids every chance they get, so they think just because they're on break you must be on break, so that's annoying. There's no work-life balance when you work from home and your kids is virtual. Like I literally would love to leave my house for my lunch, but I can't do that because when it's my lunch, it's not her lunch, and the time that I have for a lunch is not enough to get them dressed, go in the car, get lunch, come back, enjoy it, and then go back to work. It's not enough time. It's not enough time. And realistically, I just feel like I'm happy about the opportunity to be able to work from home, but no one needs to work 8 hours of a day, okay? Just pay us a daily full amount and give us a level of completion of work that needs to get done. And if some of us can finish that work in 4 hours, I just feel like I should be able to finish the amount of work efficiently and effectively in 4 hours and have the rest of my day. This 8-hour work time is such a thief. It's such a thief. It's so stretched out and unnecessary that I'm just like, there has to be a better way. I know there's a better way. I know there's other jobs that you can do, but I'm just like, my gosh, do I even want to do them? You know how sometimes you're not complaining about the job because you know what the job is, but at the same time, you would like a more fulfilling job that you actually like. Like, I don't even like my job. I just know that it can pay my bills for the time being. And I know eventually I'm going to get bored of that. And I don't want to be like the rest of my coworkers that move around in the job and go to different departments, because I don't like the other departments either. So why move to another department and learn some more new annoying stuff just to be annoyed? I'm already annoyed. I'm just going to sit here until I don't want to be here no more. And that's how I feel about it, okay? More mothers are taking stay-at-home jobs with kids than men are. I know there are stay-at-home dads, but realistically, more moms leave the office to work from home so they can have their kids at home, all right? And to be honest, daycare is so expensive. So sometimes if a parent is able to work from home, I'm sure being able to work from home is saving a lot of parents money.
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
Okay, I'm sure it is. There's a lot of distractions when you work from home, but you have to be able to discipline your children and discipline yourself to stay focused. You got to be able to be on top of your time because there's nobody telling you when to go take your lunch. There's nobody telling you when to clock in, when to clock out. There's nobody in control of like the internet. So if somebody hits that box, okay, when somebody hits that Wi-Fi box and all the internet is out and you're logged out of everything, or you have to restart your computer, that's the most annoying part of it all. Wi-Fi issues, Anya kicking the modem. Ugh. So I moved her desk, so hopefully this week we won't have any issues with that. VPN issues, system being down issues. Sometimes, let's be honest, I appreciate it because sometimes I do want a longer break for not doing anything and still getting paid. But at the same time, it gets annoying. Happy New Year. Don't be afraid to check out Cozy Womb Shop. That's where you can find hoodies, t-shirts, onesies, mugs, and all that good Cozy Womb gear. Now back to the show.
Here we go.
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
You know what I'm saying? It gets annoying. And then we have tech support issues. Those calls can last between 20 minutes to an hour and 45 minutes because they are still short on staff. They still need people to help with tech issues, and even them, they are working from home. They sent out an email with my job saying they don't want anyone in the Atlanta office until the 17th. And I'm just like, well, what is happening from now to the 17th? Are they disinfecting everything for everybody to come back infected? Like, there is really no legit reason why we are physically going to the office. There isn't. Like, what's the point of us going one day a week back to the office? Like, that makes no sense. What else? There is a bigger issue with this working from home part, with kids being virtual, and it's the emotional parental absence while working from home. Think about it. You are physically in your home, working from home, but emotionally you cannot hug on, hang out with your kids while you're working because you're working. So it's kind of like, it will be best to have a separate office workspace from your bedroom and your kitchen and actually have an office room, but some people don't have an office room, okay? So it's like your kid sees you, but they can't access you the way they want to, the way they need. And sometimes that could become a crutch where your child is not as social as they need to be at this age because there are no, tangible kids around. But at the same time, you don't want them kid germs, so that's why you have them at home. I think taking breaks away on your lunch is super important for moms and dads. I usually like to go on my lunch, set my alarm, lock myself in my bedroom, and either take a nap or just browse through TikTok or relax and then get up and go back to that desk, because sitting at a desk for 8 hours is just kind of like, come on. Okay, and I don't have one of those fancy desks that you can raise up and you can lower and all of that. I have a glass desk that I've had since college, okay? And it fits my 2 screens and my laptop, but at the same time, it can get boring. I can get bored. I listen to podcasts. I listen to music. I browse through TikTok. I'm tweeting. Whatever I feel, I'm doing at that desk. But at the same time, I get tired of sitting there all day. Getting off. By the time I get off, it's dark outside. Where do I want to go? I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. By the time I get off, it's dinner time. It's time for the girls' baths. So that's what's happening with the work from home crew. The only plus about working from home really is no traffic in the mornings going to work with other people, and no late night traffic coming home and during the city, dealing with people who are purposely going through red lights, dealing with construction, accident prone times. Like, none of that is happening. So that's actually like a great thing about working from home. But other than that, it's kind of like, where do we get like the home, not at home balance at? Like, my kids are always with me. It's very rare that someone else has both of my kids, but usually Anya is always with me. Okay? So don't be afraid to set alarms, take a break. Don't get trapped in the coffee every break. Okay? Then the coffee will turn into a habit. I was like that for 2 weeks. And when I tell you I was working my Keurig machine, I was working my Keurig machine. But, I'm always afraid of my kids not having the correct social skills that they need because they're always at home with me. But at the same time, I don't talk to my kids like they're little babies. I talk to them like I would talk to a regular adult. So that's the pros and cons of working from home. So it is a myth to sit there and think, oh, stay-at-home parents are happier. We're not happier. We're just grateful that we have the option to be at home, working from home, and not physically having to be out in the open with other people walking in that might be sick, or we're not in environments where we can catch COVID a lot. We don't have to worry about bringing home COVID to our kids unless we go out to the grocery store and we're, in contact with people and things. And then a lot of people think,
hey y'all, Darius Rucker here. A lot of people ask me, what inspires your music? And one of the big things is a strong sense of place. That's why I love my home state of South Carolina and want to share the awesome things it has to offer. From the beautiful mountains down to the sunny coast, it's got it all. Not to mention two of my personal favorites, great golf and amazing food. Come see why I love this place. Visit discoversouthcarolina.com.
I'm working from home so I could be safer. It's more effective for my kids. My kids could be healthier. But what do you do in your spare time? You go to the store, you touch things other people were touching. You smell candles other people were touching. You stand in line really close. Nobody follows those stickers on the floor. Let's be honest. Nobody follows those stickers on the floor. So the reality is, yes, it lessens the must to be around people, but at the same time, we have to function. We have day-to-day things that we have to do. And sometimes that will involve ourselves and our families being in the grocery store. Like, if I can leave the girls at home every time I go to stores, that would be great. That would be such a help. But my kids are not old enough to be at home by themselves. And I don't live with any other adult to leave my kids here by themselves while I go to the store. So every time I go out, I got to think about them. I got to focus on what they're touching. I got to tell them, sanitize your hand when you're in the car. Don't touch your face. Cover your nose and your mouth. Like, it's the reason why I'm usually home. Because it gets exhausting to constantly have to keep doing that. It gets exhausting. So no, stay-at-home parents are not happier. We just have more gratitude that we have the option of staying at home. All right, and so that is myth number 10. Myth number 11 is coming up next Monday. Thank you guys for checking out Cozy Womb Podcast. Again, this is our 15th. This is our 14th season, I think. Yeah, this is our 14th season. Have a lot going on my desk, y'all. Chill. And I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you for checking out Cozy Womb Podcast. Don't be a stranger, okay? You can find me on the CZYWMB Podcast on Twitter and on IG. I did have to change my IG name from the Cozy Womb Podcast page to what it is now because I got hacked. And Instagram is no help when you're locked out of your page. So I had to start a new one. So if you haven't, please make the switch. Please follow. I'll follow back. Don't be a stranger. You can email me at thecozywombmama@gmail.com. And you can always check out the Cozy Womb shop. That's where we have all the shop merch. And I will be back next Monday. Thank you guys. Happy New Year. Started out good. Be kind to each other. Keep your distance. Wash your hands. And let's not vaccine shame. Let's not COVID shame. And let's be smart about, do you really have to go to that gathering? Do you really need to be in front of all those people? Do you really need to get your nails done when you have COVID? You probably don't. Okay, let's be smart, y'all. And good luck parenting. Till next time. Peace. Do 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 do.